I'm going to play Donkey Doodle for you, and then I'm going to offer you a practice tutorial with tips for practicing different elements. So there's a few things to practice in this. First of all, we have the sound of the donkey expressed in different ways. One of the things we have are these Diminuendi. So we want to use more bow on the first note. And in between there we have a hooked bow. So we want to make sure we stop the bow. And they're very smooth. Then we have these grace notes. So very short. So I would practice them like this. So I'm repeating it and slurring it. And think of a light lifting action. So for each of these, we have a few different ones. And then you can practice separate bows. Like that. Then we have some double stops in measure 17. So D major chord, G major chord. Those are both sixths. So the way to practice double stop . And with the bow, we want to make sure we coordinate cleanly, that they sound together. Then a lot of people have trouble with the pits at the end. So we have 3-note chord. So check the intonation with your bow. G major. And then to get the 3 of them together, you want to have a straight, stiff index. Because if I let the first joint bend, it'll arpeggiate, and we don't want that here. And finally, we have this little passage. So you want to make sure you have what I call a quiet hand. So we don't want too much lifting. Keep your fingers close to the string. See, when I put down my 3rd finger, I also put down my 1st and my 2nd. And passages like this are really good to practice with the rhythms. So first of all, you can just try separate bows when you're learning the notes. Like that, and then in groups of 4. So I'll show you some different rhythms, and I'll just use one group. So that's 2 8th notes, 2 16th notes. Then I'm going to do the opposite, 2 16th notes, 2 8th notes. Then I'll put the 16th notes in the middle. Then I'll do triplets, so I'm going to go. Then I'll put the triplet at the beginning. See how I did that? Then we can do dotted rhythm. And I can even do the reverse. So there's little tricky rhythms we can do for fun. And yeah, and then just we have lift and travel, which is important. I've spoken about that in other videos. So we have rest. So we don't retake because we're not doing another down bow, but we need to get lower in the bow to let the string vibrate, and so that it just works better for the articulation. If I don't do that, if I go, it kind of chokes the sound and it feels bad. Lift. So I'd get to about the middle, like that. So I hope this practice tutorial was useful, and let me know if you have any questions and if you have any requests. Thanks for listening to my channel, and check out all my different playlists.